A brand new poll conducted by J.N. Selzer's firm. This, as you know, is the gold standard of polling in Iowa, and it shows Vice President Harris with a 3-point lead over Donald Trump in that state. Harris has the support of 47% of likely voters to Trump's 44%. That result within the margin of error.
You know, for me, this is very telling of a lot of the effort and the importance of a little thing called ground game. And when a campaign coming in with 107 days to make the case to communities across the country, and we know the importance of communities like ours. Iowa is a bellwether, particularly as you get closer to the election, as it is in the beginning, right? So here we are at the end. What's your take on that aspect of this, that the numbers have changed so dramatically from the 18 points that Donald Trump had to now Kamala Harris over Joe Biden, the 18 points, to now having Kamala Harris up by 3?
Let's play the music here. Projection in Iowa will go red, as was widely expected until that poll. Right there, Trump wins the 6 electoral votes of Iowa. And so we can see the breakdown there with about half the vote counted there.
Now imagine you're one of those people who really put stock in MSNBC's reporting. If you put real credence, you gave them, you like, wow, she's +3. Wow, she's really got something. It's a bellwether state, and now she's got to win. Imagine that you put all of your stock in that, only to have reality poke his head in your fantasy, because in the end, reality always wins. And so, of course, she gets trounced in Iowa. Which, by the way, I'm not tooting my own horn, but beep, beep. I called it. It's kind of funny. I had a friend of mine ask me, it was like the Saturday before, Election Tuesday. And he was asking me what I thought was going to happen in the election. And I said, well, there's no really pathway forward for her for the Electoral College. She's not going to win any of the swing states. And what's really concerning to me is we need the popular vote. And so we really need to, because in order to really have a definitive win here, because what's crippling this country is this woke DEI garbage that has permeated the government. And so we're going to need a real popular vote that is going to be extremely important. Well, what I'm showing you right now is the fallout. This is the fallout from that popular vote. Look at this. This is from Fox News. CNN staffers deeply frustrated as looming budget cuts, layoffs set to impact struggling network. That's right after the election. Well, why do you think that is? Because I just showed you. When you lie to people and tell them, no, Kamala Harris, she's a 3-point ahead in this bellwether state, and no, she's going to win. And you continually tell people this lie. They invest in the lie. They go out there voting, thinking that they're in track with most of the country, only to come to the reality. People are not going to vote for her. Instead of getting mad at MSNBC, instead of getting mad at the news organizations and those, social influencers that told you she was going to win, you get mad at people like me. Why? Because I told you the truth? I told you she's not going to win. What you should be mad at is the DNC. They're the ones that put her up there. They didn't have a primary, and they just shoved this horrible woman down everybody's throat with no primary. So she didn't get any votes. And they knew they couldn't have a primary because no one was going to vote for her because she's horrible. Look, you can paint this turd gold and then tell me that this is a bar of gold, but the stench of it will always remind me, no, it's gold and it's a bar, but that is boo-boo. That was Kamala Harris. Boo-boo. A glistening turd. And so all of this, from all of these news outlets, this is all fallout. And this is what happens when you lie to people constantly. Look, this is from Outkick. CNN's decline are particularly concerning given the salaries of some of its talents, specifically Anderson Cooper, who reportedly makes $20 million a year. For Anderson Cooper? For him to go out there and shill for Kamala Harris as somehow says she's gonna win? You really believe that that guy is worth 20? That's like NFL money. He's not getting that viewership. Anderson, just imagine, just ask yourself, wow. You know, I've got all my friends and they rush home when they think that they're gonna miss Anderson Cooper. They can't wait to see what he says. Look at this. Cooper, who does not draw a fraction of what Fox News' Jesse Waters and MSNBC's Chris Hayes do at 8 p.m., is not worth an 8-figure salary. So yeah, so hold on a second. The only reason they're coming to this conclusion is because we won the popular vote. That's the only reason they're having this reckoning, is because we won the popular vote. This is all fallout, which is why I knew it was really, really important. Nor are Aaron Burnett and Wolf Blitzer worth their respective salaries, reporting $6 million and $7 million. For Aaron Burnett is $7 million a year. For Wolf Blitzer? Are you kidding me? Let's just put it in perspective. All they're doing is reading a teleprompter. Literally. That's all they do. You're paying them millions of dollars a year. However, talents with long-term guaranteed contracts are not easy to dismiss. Often, it's easier to fire producers and coordinators who bear the consequences of networks' declines. Thus, the plan to lay off hundreds of employees, because you got to give Anderson Cooper his money. Why? Well, he had a really good agent. Aaron Burnett has a good publicist. So yeah, you got to pay him because they got guaranteed contracts. So then who ends up actually taking the brunt of this? The staff, the people you never see. They get the boot. It's unbelievable. Whether it's linear television or streaming, the network does not give viewers an adequate reason to choose CNN over a bevy of other media options. At least viewers of MSNBC, which is also diminishing, know what they're getting with MSNBC. Hyper-partisan left-wing propaganda. That's what they do. MSNBC, all of these news outlets, up to and including, by the way, CNN, it's all propaganda geared to make you feel good. Because if they make you feel good, you'll stay tuned in. If you stay tuned in, you're going to see all of the advertisers. And if you see all of the advertisers, CNN and MSNBC and Fox News, they all get paid. So they have to give you everything you think you want to see. So when a guy like me comes along and actually gives you the truth, everybody gets mad at me. Like somehow I did something wrong, when all I did was told you she's not going to win. How is it possible any person with a functioning brain still trusts MSNBC after the past 9 years? Clay Dreyfus asked last week. Look at this. The lies are legion. Very fine people hoax. Russian collusion, Steele dossier, Hunter Biden laptop, impeachment, masking, the COVID thing, Biden's sharp as a tack, Trump's going to prison. Legit, how do you keep going back for more of this? They are wrong on everything. MSNBC has gotten everything wrong for years, and people still listen to them. The Fine People hoax, that one just drives me bananas because Kamala Harris repeated it during the debate. Joe Biden repeated it. And Barack Hussein Obama went out there and repeated it at a rally, knowing that people that they're talking to will never know the truth. So when people like me tell them the truth, they get mad at me because I wanted to tell them the truth about it. He never said that. He said those people, those neo-Nazis, should be condemned totally. He never said that there were fine people. And no, they're fine. They edit the video to make you believe this is what he said. They take it all out of context. And so then, see, I guess this is Donald Trump just doesn't like brown people. All of this is the fallout from a popular vote. All of it. Trust me, they wouldn't even be contemplating this. Now, with MSNBC, their viewers will eventually come back. Oh, no. I know that they've diminished in their viewership. Trust me, their viewers will all come back because they're just depressed now. They're just depressed. But they're not convinced. Because their reaction was, I'll just dye my hair purple, or I'll just shave all my hair, or maybe I should poison my dad, or poison my husband. That was their response. I'm not, this is not hyperbole. This is their response. Instead of saying, wow, I wonder if I was wrong. This is great. You know, in my first book, My Conversations with the Devil shows the protagonist, Peter, how he always gets one over on people. And he said it's really, really easy. And I see it happening here. He says, the problem with the human beings is that they never question their own motives. They never question why they think what they think. They just think if they're feeling it, it must be real because I feel it. And so if I feel it, it must be real. It's like, no. That's actually not how life works. Life actually doesn't work like that. Just because you feel it makes it real. It doesn't. But when you tell a person that, they get mad at you for telling them. Instead of saying, hey, was I wrong? Have I been wrong? They never, that question never enters their brain. I wonder if I was wrong. I wonder if I'm seeing this wrong. I wonder if my worldview has anything to do with me being unhinged. I'll just dye my hair purple, or better yet, I'll just shave my head and rail against all the men who voted for Donald Trump. What about all the women that voted for him? What are you going to do with them? Why are all the men getting the brunt of it? The vast majority of women voted for him. I'm telling you, this is all of this is the fallout for us getting the popular vote. They are losing their minds. All right, that's it for now. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.